Hello. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Sana lahat kayo ay okay at safe ngayong gabi. Good evening, Lauren. Kamusta ka?
Good evening din po, Mama Sam. Ito okay naman po, Mama Sam. Kayo po ba kamusta?
Ito syempre, excited tonight dahil ito kasing mag-guest, itong kasama natin tonight, ito matagal-tagal ko na tong hinihiling na mag-guest dito. Ano pa to, kandidata pa lang siya dyan sa Miss World Philippines. Ayun. Tapos, ayun na nga, nanalo na.
Napag-usapan na nga natin to noon, Mama Sam, di ba? Pero hindi siya natuloy kasi nga busy, di ba?
Oo, pero ngayon, syempre, napagbigyan na tayo. Dream come true to. Isa itong magandang birthday gift sa akin.
Ay, oo.
Yes.
Ayan,
request
so yun,
ko to nung birthday ko eh.
Ay, oo. Grabe. Ayan, pinahintulutan niya. Kaya thank you.
Excited ako sa kanya kasi gusto ko malaman kung anong preparasyon ang ginagawa niya ngayon at ano ba talaga ang meron kwento ang bisita natin ngayon. Ano ba, paano ba siya napunta dito sa mundo ng pageantry at ano ba ang kanyang advocacy dito sa darating ng Miss World, yung kanyang beauty with the purpose, ano ba ang tinutulok niyang beauty with the purpose. So yan ang mga gusto natin malaman dito sa ating guest tonight. At ipakilala mo na nga, Lauren.
Ayan. Ayun. So yun guys, pinapakilala ko ang guest namin ngayon ni Mama Sam na si Miss World Philippines, Gwendolyn Fourniol. Ayan. Asan na siya, Mama Sam?
Hello Mama Sam. Hello Lawrence. It's so nice to
Hello.
be here.
Good evening, Sawadee ka, Konsuway. Thank you so much dahil napaunlakan mo na rin ang invitation ko sa iyo. Actually, isa tong magandang birthday gift sa akin. Birthday ko nung 25th.
Ay, okay. Belated happy birthday, Mama Sam. So, did you have a nice party for your birthday?
Wala naman. Dito lang kami, nag-live. Nagpalaro kami.
Oo, nagpakasaya kami noon, di ba?
Alam mo naman ng Thailand, wala naman silang birthday.
Hindi bongga.
Una sa lahat, Gwen, congratulations.
Yes.
Isa to sa mga alam kong pangarap mo na talagang natupad ng bonggang-bongga. And then, yung nag-usap tayo last time, yung chinat kita, sabi ko sa'yo, mananalo ka na dito. At
actually,
nanalo
I
ka
remember
na.
that time, di ba, last year pa yun, parang baby pa ako sa pageant. And you actually called me, I think you were the one who called me like a baby in the pageantry. Because wala talaga akong experience that time.
At ito nga, nagbalik ka na. At sa pagbabalik mo, ayan yung mga gusto natin malaman kung bakit ka nga palang biglang nagbalik. At ano ba ang meron sa kwento na meron itong si Gwen? Ayan yung mga pag-usapan natin ngayon. So, simulan mo na ang question.
Okay, sige, Mama Sam. Ito ang unang question natin, Gwen. Ano ba ang kwento ni Gwendolyn Fourniol? At paano ba napunta si Gwendolyn Fourniol sa mundo ng pageant?
To start off with, actually, I was never really part of the pageant world. Wala talaga akong alam sa pageantry. And I was that kind of person who had a stereotype na it's all about looking pretty, on camera. But I never really explored the within of pageantry. And when I joined Miss World last year pa, na-realize ko na, oh my gosh, ang daming gagawin dito. Like your advocacy, who you are as an individual. And I think joining pageantry has allowed me to grow as an individual and to really know myself better.
Ayun. Pero may sundot lang ako. Sino ang nag-convince sa'yo na para makapasok sa mundong to? Yung kumbaga ikaw ba ay pangarap mo ba to noon? Or
Sino naghikayat? Gano'n.
I think yung inspiration ko was my mother kasi she always taught me to be compassionate and she never really involved me in pageantry. I was more into modeling, into music, and economics. Pero sabi niya sa akin, I remember that day, she said, why not join Miss World and try to find out what it's about? Because she always heard a lot about Miss World in England since I studied in England. And Julia Morley, of course, the founder of Miss World, is based in London. So I think it's very close to my heart. And I really wanted to give it a try.
Oh my God. Sandali lang, Gwen. Yung time na sinabi, sige, sasali ka dito sa Miss World Philippines. Yung first time to anong naging pakiramdam ni Gwen? Ikaw ba, umuo ka na lang ba agad? It's okay.
parang hindi, naging hesitant ako. Like, is this really for me? You know, pageantry is not for everyone. You really have to be mentally strong, physically strong, and really put your head in the world of, you know, new things and be ready to step outside the box. And for me, luckily, I like challenges. I like challenging myself, meeting new people. I think I like to socialize with people. So I think that was an aspect for me that was an advantage joining the pageant world.
Pero Gwen, ano bang pinakamahirap na naranasan mo dito sa mundo ng pageantry nung sumasali ka? Yung lalo na nung 1 taon. Kasi baguhan ka.
I think yung absorbing yung knowledge and diba yung mga girls around me were veterans. They were joining pageants for years and years. And I was just there in the corner just trying to find out where I am in this world and am I meant to be here? So that's why joining a second time, I think I was really meant for the Miss World crown. And that's why I worked so hard to be where I'm at. And I'm very lucky to have the support of my family, of Pro Media, and all my lovely fans who have been with me since day one.
Ate Gwen, pangarap mo bang maging isang beauty queen talaga?
Actually, marami akong pangarap. Beauty queen wasn't one of them, but for me, I think it is a dream come true. But that dream is only beginning. I have so much more to achieve, so much more people to inspire and empower with my message and my voice.
Nakikita namin si Gwen na maganda, na Miss World Beauty. Pero sino ba talaga si Gwen? Ano ang hindi alam namin tungkol sa'yo?
Actually, Mama Sam, alam mo ba, maraming hindi alam na sumali ako last year. They didn't know I'm a second-timer. And then, when I posted that photo on Instagram, diba, comparing before and after, parang nagulat yung mga tao, she already joined, but I never noticed her on stage, you know? She didn't have that glow, or she didn't stand out. So I think being on stage, you really have to be comfortable with yourself and try your best because you only have one chance to show who you are to the world.
Galing. Nakakaloka, no? Naaalala ko sa'yo noon, ini-interview kita noong nakaraang taon. Ang layo ng nang pinambago mo na, you're so, woman na. Dati kasi para ka pang baby na, alam mo, yung nag-vlog ako na nakaraan.
Mas
kasi syempre Miss World. Ang iniisip ko talaga sa'yo, yung she's young, so much young. Pero ngayon, na-amaze ako sa'yo.
Thank you, Mama Sam. I think many people could put me in the eco-teen crown last year. They thought I was under 18 years old, but I told them, no, I'm 21. You know, I cannot win that crown. I'm over age already for that.
May nag-correct pa nga sa akin, sabi niya, Mama Sam, 22 na si Gwen. Sabi ko, but ewan ko, parang baby pa siya sa akin.
Yang na yang pa rin.
Ayan. Next question.
Okay, Ate Gwen. Next question. Ngayong Miss World Philippines ka na, ano ang pinagbago ng lifestyle mo ngayon, noon at ngayon?
I think wala masyado nagbago, but more about my platform and being an ambassador for Miss World. That's really my responsibility to use my voice and my purpose in the right way. And as an advocate of education, the best way is for the children and for the people that I'm helping to be heard. I was given the crown and a voice for one reason, and that is to change and transform people's lives and guide them in the right direction.
Galing. No,
Grabe, Ma'am Sam, kaya pala nanalo sa
Nanalo.
Ang galing sumagot.
But Gwen, did you feel pressured? Kasi syempre last year si Maureen, right?
Maria. Oh no, this year was Maria. Last year was Iman, Kathleen, Maureen Perez, who won Miss World. So she's our Miss World 2020.
Ayun, si Maureen Perez, isa pa natin yung anak-anakan. Pero, nape-pressured ka ba? Kasi syempre iba yung narating niyang posisyon and then halos makuha niya na yung corona noong nakaraang taon. Did you feel pressured?
That time, no, because I knew it was her time and she really deserves the crown. She worked so hard being in a pageantry for a long time. And Tracy's advocacy, I'm not sure if you knew, she won the head-to-head challenge in the Miss World International. And that that really inspired me to join again because of Tracy. I really look up to her and I'm really grateful. She's even helping me, giving me advice and building up my confidence, up to the days leading to the international pageant.
Yes. And then ngayon, lalaban ka. Siyempre yung comparison. Nafe-feel mo ba?
Yes, I do feel the comparison, but of course, as a woman, we're all different, we're all unique, we all have our own different capabilities, and a Miss World is not one image, it's to represent the entire womanhood, the entire world, and to really set that standard. I don't think there's a standard in Miss World, but
Mm-mm.
to have the heart to do it, the compassion, and the bravery and courage to really stand up in front of everyone and stand up for what you believe in. So there will always be comparison, especially on social media. Alam mo naman, Filipinos,
Mm-mm.
they really want to see their candidate thrive on the international stage and to bring home the crown. And that's why I'm working so, so hard with my team just to do that.
Okay. Okay, Ate Gwen, yan nga, nabanggit mo kanina, di ba, hindi lang isang beses ka sumali, 2 beses, ayan.
Mm-hmm.
Sa mga hindi pinalad na mga lumaban na, yung naging beauty queen, I mean, yung mga sumasali ng pageant na hindi na nanalo, anong advice mo sa kanila para, maging beauty queen? Maging isang beauty queen?
I think last year I was just like them. I was just in their shoes. So I can relate to how they feel, to the emotions they're conveying. And all I can say is to just keep working at it. If it's not your year, if you didn't get a crown, of course you're competing with 40 other girls, hundreds of girls out there, women out there who are all wanting the same thing, the same ambitions. So just keep trying. And that really shows to the organization and to the people that you really want this. You're not giving up. You're going to keep trying until you succeed. And that's exactly what I did. That's why I joined a second time.
Ayun, oo. Laban lang, keep fighting yan. Yung mga,
Yes.
Ayun. May next question ka?
Okay, next question natin, Gwen. Ano ba ang mga hobbies ni Gwendolyn Fourniol?
Hobbies. Okay, that's a fun question. I don't normally think about, my personality or my hobbies, but in my spare time recently, I love to just spend time with my cat. I have a cat, and to just read books. I like to absorb new words. I think knowledge is endless, and there's always room to learn, to really absorb the new vocabulary, which I think would be very helpful for me, especially since I started my Q&A training.
Okay. But Gwen, dati yung hindi ka pa sumasali sa pageant, ano ba yung pinagkakaabalahan talaga ni Gwen?
Dati, I was very timid. I think I was a very different Gwen. I was that Gwen growing out of her shell. I didn't have wings yet. I was like a baby bird trying to fly, trying to find my level and what kind of person I am. And I think winning the Miss World title, I really know, the Miss World Philippines title, I really know where I am, who I'm standing up for, and what my purpose and mission is.
Bakit Miss World?
Everyone asking that question, Mama Sam. I think Miss World is the perfect platform to give hope to humanity with so many cruel things happening in our society. I think we need that light, that voice to transform people's perspective and to give them that sense of, sense of hope that we can still change, that we need to use our actions and not just words. But of course, words on social media can make such a huge impact. And as a role model and an ambassador for Miss World, that's really my purpose. That's why I chose World for the second time.
Yan. Ngayong Miss World Philippines ka na, Ate Gwen. Ano ang ginagawa mo ngayong preparasyon para sa laban mo dito sa Miss World 2022?
Ngayon, marami akong ginagawa. So like Passerella, Q&A. I'm very lucky to have 2 coaches who are really finding my weaknesses because I tend to be a perfectionist. So when I learn, I really take those points of improvement seriously. I go home, look at my notes, read it over and over again and see what I can improve. And because being a public figure, there's always something that people will say about you. But I take that positively as a way to improve myself.
Ayun, grabe.
Excited ka sobra sa Miss World?
Very excited and super excited ako Mama Sam ngayon kasi I'm working so much with my advocacy Erda Foundation and seeing the children, seeing them so often and feeling that sense of connection and family with them and seeing that I'm making a difference to their lives, just smiling at them, being there with them, and my presence gives them hope that they can also achieve so much in the future through education.
Beauty with the Purpose. Anong paghahanda mo sa Beauty with the Purpose? Kasi isa to sa mga highlights talaga dito sa Miss World.
Miss World.
Of course, the theme of Miss World is Beauty with a Purpose, and the Miss World Philippines slogan was exceptionally empowered Filipina. Of course, you're in the Philippines, so that's the slogan for the Philippines. But when you take it to the world, what does it mean to have a purpose? For me, my purpose is to change the way we view things and to make people more aware that education is a priority and giving our children, and not just children, it's also adults who haven't had the opportunity to have education, giving them that sense of freedom, that sense of right, allows them to explore more opportunities into the world and build their confidence.
Galing. Galing ni Gwen, no? Nalaka ako sa'yo, Gwen.
Grabe.
I could go on for ages, Mama Sam, para hanggang 2 a.m. tayo dito.
Ayan, my next question
Nakakatuwa.
naman, Gwen. Bukod sa pagiging beauty queen, ano pa ang gusto mong maging?
For me, a beauty queen is not just looking pretty, it's being inspirational, being a role model, being an educator, and as a teacher. I've always dreamed to be a teacher, actually, and I've always dreamed of going into the world of economics. But, winning Miss World Philippines doesn't stop me from doing that. It doesn't stop me from being a woman who is empowered, who can explore her talents, her passion, her hobbies. And economics has given me that sense of strength. And I can always connect it to my advocacy. It really empowers me to talk about it.
Ayun, grabe.
But Gwen, alam naman natin ang Miss World ay isa sa mga matinding laban talaga.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, in-offer ni Tracy yung about the single parents. Diba? Ngayon, anong i-offer ng Pilipinas sa Miss World?
The Philippines has so much to offer to the world. And I want to show Julia that we are so multicultural. And actually growing up in a multicultural family, because of my mom, she taught me the values of giving back to the community at a very young age. And thanks to Father Pierre Tritz, who is the founder of ERDA, I want to continue his legacy and bringing that to the world to continue that cycle and allowing our children to do the same, take that action and be compassionate to one another. I think that can change the world and transform it into a better place.
Gwen, lumaki ka sa ibang bansa, tapos nandito ka sa Pilipinas. Paano mo makukumpara ang kultura ng ibang bansa at kultura ng Pilipinas? At ano yung mga na-adapt mo na?
Yung mga culture is very different sa France. So I was born in France and my native language is French. Actually, they're both similar in a way that they're very family orientated. Yan yung nakita ko sa culture is they really value family. And I think I want to take that to the world stage because people tend to forget about how important family is. Being an independent girl in the Philippines, moving here at the age of 18, I didn't have my family with me. And I think I took that for granted, all those 18 years, all those memories. Yeah, so being without my mother was so difficult at first. But just the strength that she gave me, through messages, knowing that her presence is still around me, I could still feel the family and the love within me.
Nahirapan ka nung nagsimula ka sa Pilipinas?
Yes, syempre. Kasi I was it's not just about the Philippines being a new culture to me. I already knew how the culture was, but really being inside the culture, experiencing it by myself.
Exactly. Mhm.
Yeah, or the food. I love the food. Kwek, street food, and really learning the language. I love to learn languages.
Hindi ka naman na-shock. Kasi ako dito sa Thailand, syempre iba yung kultura sa Pilipinas, iba yung kultura dito sa Thailand. And then yung nag-start na ako dito, syempre yung pagkain, medyo nahihirapan din ako. Mas hinahanap ko talaga yung Filipino food. Tapos yung mga hotdog, yung mga street food, alam di ba kilala naman ng Thailand yung maraming street food. Hindi ako kumakain, natatakot ako. Tapos yung mga tinda nilang mga hotdog, iba yung kulay, iba yung laki. Tapos parang talagang yung tinikman ko siya, yung first time, may yung duduwal-duwal talaga ako na parang feeling ko hindi siya yung nakasanayan kong pagkain talaga doon sa Pilipinas. Ikaw ba ganun ka din?
I think sa una, parang culture shock.
Sa una,
Yes, but Filipinos are so welcoming. They treated me like their own from the start. I never felt out of the society or out of the box. I always felt welcomed. And trying those new things, even if I don't like them, at least I know I don't like it. Parang balut. The first time I tried it, I was so scared. And my
balot?
brother loves, yes, balut. You know, the egg.
Oo,
I cannot eat that. I don't know. I just,
pero hanggang ngayon,
Yung may sisiw.
you know, I can eat it.
tinry mo
I
na?
cannot look at it. Na-try ko na. Pero I cannot look at it. I have to close my eyes. But my brothers, they love it. They can eat like 6 in a row, which I don't think is healthy. Pero ako,
Okay, balot. Pero syempre, di ba, natikman mo na siya?
natikman ko na. It's
Nasarapan
very
ka?
good. Masarap naman, pero it's just looking at it. Parang, you know, I like to eat food that looks good, you know, pleasant to the eyes. I cannot eat something, you know, turns me off if I look at it.
Naintindihan kita, Gwen. Pero ako, yun nga. So ngayon, nakakain ko na lahat ng pagkain dito. Tapos parang yung pagkain ngayon sa Pilipinas, kasi di ba more spicy siya. So sa Pilipinas ngayon, pag nagtitikman ko yung pagkain ng Filipino food, naaalatan ako. Saka ang dami palang mantika ng pagkain natin. So different kasi. So yun. So ikaw ba ganun ka din? Yung parang nasanay ka na ba sa Filipino food or minsan hinahanap mo pa rin yung mga France food?
They're very different, but you can compare them in a way. French food is more on quality. They like to really take their time, but Filipino food is made with love and passion. And you know, when you go to those Filipino parties, you have the mommies and the titas trying to offer you food, and they do that with passion and love because feeding you is a way for them to welcome you into their culture, and that's what I love about the Philippines. So they're very different. Like I think one of the biggest standouts for me is the Jollibee spaghetti. It's sweet.
Yes,
You don't find that in Europe. It's only in the Philippines. Matamis yung spaghetti dito.
Namiss ko tuloy.
Yeah.
Talaga ang Jollibee.
Pero paboritong lugar mo sa Pilipinas na talagang na-in-love ka, na falling in love ka?
Negros. So going to Bacolod, going to Cabancalan, I think I've always fallen in love with that area because that's where my family is. It's the relaxation and the peace there is there. You know, there's no traffic like in Manila. I can just like read my books without any noise surrounding me. And going to the beach very nearby, I think that's such a plus for me. I love going to the beach.
Maliban dyan sa Negros, syempre taga dyan ka eh. Ano pang lugar?
Oo.
I love going to Sipalay. I did my swimsuit photo shoot there, and it's like a beach that's very closed off. Parang, kasi I went to Boracay, and if you compare the two, Boracay is very populated. There's a lot of people.
Yes, oo.
Parang, it's still crowded. It still feels for me like Manila.
Surprised na ako doon dati. Kala ko sobrang ano eh.
Yeah, so many tourists. But I think that's great about Boracay. It's if you're really lively and want to socialize with people. For me, sometimes I want quiet and peace, you know, a place where I can enjoy it and really take in the moment and savor that time.
Kung yung mga co-candidates mo dito sa Miss World na, ano ipagmamalaki mo sa Pilipinas na lugar? Maliban do sa Negros.
What do you mean? Like parang what?
Yung i-invite mo sila, dadalhin mo sila doon. Na parang feeling mo mag-i-enjoy talaga sila ng bonggang-bongga.
Yung chicken inasal from Negros is so good. It's different. It tastes so different. And I know Cassie, if she's watching this, Cassie, or second round for Miss World, she's also from Bacolod. So she knows how good it tastes. And every time I go there, I always bring it back. But I have to be careful because it's easy to go, like the food is gonna stain or it's gonna go stale. But I try to share that with my family and my friends because they really have to taste that.
Ang
Ayun.
taray, sabi nila, very Miss World ka na daw. Ang oras.
Thank
Miss
you.
World All. Ay, Mama Sam, batiin muna natin yung mga viewers natin. Ilan ba ang viewers natin ngayon? Para din sa
Yun,
mga
oo.
Mala frozen, frozen evening
pinag-ikaw
gown.
nito si Mala Frozen. Ay, wow.
Yes, oo nga. Sobrang ano. Ikaw ba, meron ka ba? Plano mo din ba mag-artista?
Ay, oo.
You know, Mama
May
Sam, I've never thought about it, but I'm not closing any doors. Right now, I'm focusing on Miss World, and if that brings me to different career opportunities after that. But I want to do something that will still influence people in a positive way. And I know being an artist, I can do that, you know, with the platform, with the right branding, and your message. Like Megan Young, she, you know, entered the world of
Yes,
artista.
oo.
So she's
Ang
someone
daming mga artista natin naging Miss World. Megan Young, Tupa Gutierrez, o di ba?
yes. So they use that in a
Tapos,
positive way.
ano ang talent?
A talent?
Mm-mm. Ikaw ba, mahilig ka ba kumanta? Mahilig ka bang
Sumayaw.
umarte? Mhm.
I have some dance moves up my sleeves, but I'm not a professional dancer, so I'm gonna stick to singing. I can play 3 instruments, so I think I can bring I can bring that on the plane. I'm kind of worried, but I'm thinking of bringing my piano and my guitar with me to the Miss World International, but I can really sing. So I'm still practicing on my talent.
Ayun. So,
Yun.
kakanta ka sa Miss World.
Yes, po. I'm gonna sing my heart out.
Ay,
Pwede ba
aabangan
sample?
natin yan.
Yung ano lang, yung konting-konti lang.
Which song? Because I cannot sing the song that I will sing at my talent. But
Oo, of course. Ikaw na, bahala ka na kung ano yung gusto mong kantahin. Mamaya nag-request ko sa
Oo,
iyo.
Ako na lang
I'm not sure.
magre-request.
I'm not Lauren.
Ano lang ha, konti lang ha, wag masyadong mahaba.
I'm not sure if you saw my audition in Miss World Philippines. I sang and I got top 5, and I sang a French song. So maybe I can sing that one.
Okay.
It's my theme song. So let's start. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas. Je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours. Et ça me fait quelque chose. Yeah.
Dito pala ng boses nito. Nakakaloka.
Galing, grabe.
So, di ba? Bigla ka
Ay,
napakanta
ang ganda
dito.
ng boses. Ano?
I'm taking
Ilongga Beauty.
Ayan,
Hindi
sabi ni
siya-
Mark
di
yun,
ba pag-
another Ilongga Beauty with brains. Ay, wow. Oo.
Ilan ka ba mga Negros? Ganon?
pa.
Ilongga ba ang Negros? Di ba hindi naman?
Yes, there's Negros
Ilongga.
Occidental and Negros Oriental. Yes, Bacolod is, they speak Ilonggo.
Ah,
there.
Bacolod. Okay.
Yes.
Marunong ka magsalita.
I can understand. Before, I could speak it kasi I was going there every summer. Pero ngayon, parang na-fade yung Ilonggo ko. So, I'm trying to learn more. Yeah.
Ay.
Nahirapan ka mag-Tagalog. Yun nag-start ka sa Pilipinas.
Yung mga first 2 years, Taglish
Mhm.
talaga. Like, people could not understand my accent. I had a very British accent, which kind of faded. And I really learned from teleserye. I was watching, I think, Liza's movie where she was in Spain or something. I watched that like 5 times. And after that, I could speak Tagalog. So,
Pero, syempre marami na tayo lumalaban ng Miss World. Mailap ang corona sa atin ng Miss World. Tingin mo bakit?
Syempre, I think it really depends on what they're looking for that year. They all have so many different aspects. Like, if you look at the winners from the last years, they're all different, coming from different cultures. And it's the way
Yes.
they present themselves in front of the world. You really have to have that that standing out or that glow on the international stage. And I think it's an advantage that I'm representing the Philippines because there's so much to show on the stage.
I'm so excited.
Ay,
Excited
tanong
ako.
ako, Mama Sam.
Mm.
Totoo ba, Ate Gwen, yung mga Ilongga, pag nagagalit, sweet sila magalit? Hindi yung as in, malakas talaga.
Well, from experience, when my mom is angry, pag nagsasalita siya ng Ilonggo, yes, parang she's singing or she's parang ano lang, sweet lang. You don't know if she's angry or not. So
Ayun.
yeah, that's
Pero yun nandoon ka sa France, kinakausap ka ng mami mo na Ilonggo.
no, actually, I grew up speaking French and Tagalog a bit with my mother. She never really spoke to me in Ilonggo, but when she's speaking to her family on the phone, I would always hear her speaking Ilonggo, so I could pick up some few words that I wrote down and try to translate.
Ang galing. Ang hirap din talaga no kapag alam mo may nalaban na tayong Gwendolyn din ang pangalan niya.
Yes,
Si Gwendolyn Ruiz. Tapos parang feeling ko after 20 years another Gwen na naman ang
Gwen,
ipapadala
another Gwen.
natin. 2012 siya, nag-first runner-up siya dito sa Miss World.
Mm-hmm. She was also half French, which I think
Yes,
journey
oo.
with her. Yes.
Naalala ko yung nanalo ka kasi, yan na, pinagkumpara-kumpara ka na. Ang sinasabi nga nila, 20 years may pinadala tayong Gwendolyn. Then ngayon, another Gwendolyn na naman ang papadala natin.
Mm-hmm.
And then, ang sinasabi nga nila, first runner-up or title.
Well, let's see.
Pressure ka pag ginaganon ka.
Medyo, pero not really because I know it's my own journey. I'm different from that Gwendolyn, but I think I could learn from her journey and try to pick up on some aspects. But for me, it's really being myself, really embracing who I am and being authentic. I think that's what Miss World is about. It's being with the people, being relatable, and I don't want to be on that level where I think I'm above everyone else. I'm still the same Gwen that I am. I haven't changed. I just have a bigger responsibility and a bigger purpose.
Ang laki ng responsibility na punta sa'yo na it's a Miss World.
Mm-hmm.
So naririnig mo, ito na, puro mistisa kayo na lalabas sa international pageant. Diyos ko, Hannah Arnold, International, Gwen, Miss World, and then of course, Miss Universe.
Miss Earth.
Another mistisa na naman. So, ang sinasabi nila, ang lakas ng Pilipinas ngayon. Anong nararamdaman mo pag naririnig mo ang lakas ng Pilipinas ngayon?
Lagi naman malakas yung Philippines sa pageantry, and it's so exciting to see the love and sharing that support that we have for our candidates. There's also been negativity, but I don't tend to read those comments or tend to focus on that. I'm someone who focuses on my own journey and don't let any other people's opinion depend on my happiness.
Basta ako na, syempre, ando doon yung, nag-hope ang Pilipinas na may uwi mo ang corona ng Miss World. Ando doon kami na parang sana ikaw na makauwi ng second crown ng Miss World sa Pilipinas. But hindi ka namin pinipressured. Be yourself and then enjoy mo yung pageant. Dahil tong experience mo dito sa Miss World, hindi to isang malaking history to sa'yo, sa buhay mo. Na ikukwento mo to in the future sa magiging anak mo, sa magiging apo mo, na minsan kang naging Miss World Philippines. At itong laban mo dito, gawin mong maganda ang istorya mo. Kasi minsan lang to sa buhay mo. Diba? So, yung pag-join mo dito sa Miss World, i-enjoy mo. Tapos, try your best na makuha mo ang corona ng Miss World para sa Pilipinas. Ngayon palang proud na kami sa'yo.
Thank you, Mama Sam. Thank you, Lauren. I think you're right. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I'm really glad that, growing up with a mother that has an amazing story that I can share to the world and really live through it and embrace it and use my voice in that way. That's really what I want to do. And I'm so happy that I'm Miss World Philippines and I'm able to be given that opportunity to do so.
Naniniwala kami sa'yo.
Thank you, Mama Sam.
Laban na.
At may uuwi mo ang corona ng Miss World. Siyempre hindi madali ito kasi siyempre hindi natin alam, ang dami yung kandidata dito. Pero ando doon kasi, dala-dala mo ang Philippines. So isa na yon. Tapos ang ganda-ganda pa ni Gwen. Tapos ang galing-galing pa ni Gwen. Kung dito nga sa Miss World Philippines, na panalo mo What if pa kaya sa Miss World?
I think that's what it's my advantage. I'm the only one representing the Philippines in Miss World. That's, I'm bringing a whole country with me, the whole support of the Philippines and the whole culture of the Filipinos. And that's really a big advantage on that stage.
Yes. Pero yung paghahanda mo ngayon, talagang pulido na or marami pa kayong inaayos?
Marami pa, I think, kasi wala pang final date for Miss World. But of course, my mindset is if they call me tomorrow to compete,
Yes, dapat
I have
always
that,
ready ka na.
that ready mindset. What if I get a phone call saying you have to pack your bags, you have to leave tomorrow? So I have to have that mindset with my team that we're always ready to start and to compete on the international stage.
Yung mga gagamitin mong materyales, handa na siya.
Hindi pa, kasi we're still working on my gown. I have so many ideas for my gown and my natkos, and it's so exciting because it's bringing the whole culture of the Philippines, in one outfit. It's not just when you're on the Filipino stage, you have your province. This time, it's the whole of the Philippines culture that I'm bringing abroad with me.
Pero Nak, meron ka ng idea kung saan siya gagawin? Baka naman pwede mo i-share.
I'm not sure, but I've heard it might be in London, in Vietnam, or in India. So it's always last minute when they tell us, and I think that's more exciting because you could really feel the culture when you get there. So there's no final confirmation yet, but I'm really waiting for the news to be announced.
Ang narinig ko, may Vietnam.
Kasi recently, the current Miss World is there. And the stage was beautiful. Their stage was amazing, and the production was, effortless. So it could be Vietnam. We never know. So I have to be ready wherever it might be. It could be in the Philippines. You never know.
Yes. Pero naghihanda ka na ng nanonood ka ng mga Miss World na past Miss World. Ngayon,
Yeah.
nanonood ka.
When I have free time, it's fun to watch those winning moments. Their reactions, how much hard work they made, like they put to get to where they are. Because all the Miss World, they have different qualities. That's what I've noticed. They have something that makes them stand out on that stage that night. It's really a destiny. It's really fate.
Yes. I think so. At destiny mo to.
Yes. I'm praying and I'm claiming that it's my destiny. So I'm so excited to compete.
Gwen, anong pang gusto mo sabihin sa mga tao?
I really want to thank you, actually, Mama Sam and Lauren, for having me here and giving me amazing questions. You guys are amazing hosts, and I can't wait to see Lauren grow, especially with Mama Sam's help, because I've always been inspired by you, Mama Sam, since last year. I've always had so much fun in your interviews. It's like speaking to a friend and being able to express all your emotions. And I want to say thank you to my fans and my family for always being behind me and, just giving me that sense of presence and love that you're with me and, just bringing you along the journey with me. It's just a different experience.
At huwag ka mag-alala, Gwen, umasa ka ng patuloy ka namin susuportahan sa kahit anong laban mo. And then, of course, dito sa Miss World, humihingi din kami ng suporta. Nasuportahan lang natin si Gwen sa kanyang journey dito sa Miss World kasi part naman din tayo ng kanyang journey. Philippines ang dala-dala niya. At maniwala tayo sa kakayahan ni Gwen na kaya niyang may uwi ang corona ng second Miss World sa bansa natin. At tingnan natin kung anong paghahandang ginagawa niya at mapapanood natin yan sa Miss World, di ba? So yun, I'm so excited for you. God bless you. Kayang-kaya mo yan, Gwen.
I'm excited to show you my transformation, and also we're trying different looks for me, what suits me the best, because with makeup it's all about experimenting and also my styling. So we're always open to opinions, to people giving us advice on what suits me the best. So I'm really excited to find my perfect look as well.
Alam mo, Gwen, may nakikita ako sa yung style na bagay. Na-try mo nang tinaas yung buhok mo na kinurly konti.
Yes, I think I want to try that. Just putting my hair back or like in a bun. I think just to really see my face. So
like Miss India style last 1,000, 2,000, gano'n. Ang ganda-ganda niya. Alam mo na tinititigan kita ngayon, halos magkahawig kayo.
I might try that, Mama Sam, and I'll send you pictures to show you how it looks like. You'll be the first to see.
Mga pictures mo, pinopost ko sa pinopost ko yung sa SB Crown.
Thank
lahat ng
you.
mga labas mong pictures.
Wala
Tapos
pa
ayun,
yun, so there'll be way more soon.
lagi
Just wait.
naman ako nakaabang sa Instagram mo. So yun, umasa ka sa amin, Gwen, na makakakuha ka ng suporta sa amin lahat. At nandito lang kami magdadasal para sa'yo din. Para sa journey mo dito sa Miss World, and then good luck. God bless you and more power. Mag-ingat ka lagi. And then of course, sa paghahanda mo sa competition mo, i-enjoy mo lang lahat yan. Alam ko nakakapagod yan, hindi madali.
Yeah.
Isa siyang malaking responsibilidad. Pero syempre, andito ka na sa pangarap mo, itodo mo na.
Thank you, Mama Sam, for those beautiful words that really inspired and uplifted me.
Kaya mo yan na. Tiwala kami sa'yo.
Thank
And
you.
Lauren, may sasabihin ka pa ba?
Well, no, wala na akong question, Mama Sam. Pero Mama Sam, check tayo sa mga viewers natin ngayon kasi may nakikita ako nagko-question sa kanila.
Question mo
Guys,
na.
comment down below kung anong gusto nyo i-question kay Ate Gwen.
Oh, baka naman may question kayo. Napapaalam na ako. Baka naman may question kayo. Anong gusto niyo i-question?
Lauren, nandiyan ka pala.
Ito.
Sabi dito ni Ace, ayan. Since you compete Miss World Philippines last year, what is the hardest part of losing and what is the hardest part of winning?
The first time losing is always the hardest because you've put so much effort. You know, it's all the trials and errors that you've put and the obstacles that you've you stumbled upon. And being top of the 15 last year, I think that was a huge achievement for me because that was my first pageant, and I took that as an inspiration. I didn't really take it negatively. Winning, I think, could be harder because you have such a huge responsibility on your shoulders. But it's exciting. It's an exciting journey to show to the world, to use your voice and let people be heard. You know, because I have such a passion for education. And I really want people to know that education is a priority in our society. It just brings so much more opportunities. And winning the Miss World crown, that is my mission. And that is what I want to show to the world.
Saka naalala ko noon last year, yun, kausap kita, kakwentuhan kita. Yes, nahihirapan ka sa mga, kasi bago ka pa eh. So parang, sabi mo nga sa akin noon, Mama, so hindi pala ganito kadalito, ang dami palang hinahanda. Yung mga pasarela, yung mga ano. Pero siya, yung second time niya na, aware na siya doon. Alam niya na yon. So, mas madali na lang sa kanya. Yung first time talaga mahirap. Lalo na kung hindi naman siya galing talaga sa pageant world. Diba? Pero marami na nagagandahan sa'yo noon.
Yung first time, yeah, parang because I have such a baby face. And I was like, you know, it was easy for me to absorb more things because I was so new to the world of pageantry.
Pero maganda ka na nun na.
Thank you. I had brown hair.
Pero ngayon mas bongga ka.
Darker now.
Mas nag-ano na.
Oo.
Naging ano talaga.
Mm-hmm.
Ayan, sabi dito ni Altero Pexcon. To Miss Gwen, what are the preparations she's doing right now? And what aspect of Miss World especially in the fast track event and she's focusing on right now?
Oh, ang dami yung fast track ng Miss World eh.
Yes, many, but I'm not really worried about those because in Miss World Philippines, they kind of trained us for those. You know, it's very similar fast tracks to the international competition. We have top model, talent, head-to-head, BWAP, and putting all those together. I'm really focusing on training with that, singing lessons, Q&A, working more close with the children, with the teachers and the parents, not just with my advocacy, but around the Philippines. So I will be traveling around the Philippines and really getting to know the different cultures and provinces and what they've been experiencing, especially during the pandemic. So
Pero saan ka nakafocus sa mga yung target mo? Kasi di ba si Tracy noong last year, ang focus nila, ang target nila is top model. Tapos, ang second option nila, ito ngang yung head-to-head challenge. Pero parehas siya doon talagang umagba naman. Ikaw, saan ka magpo-focus doon? Sa lahat ba? Or meron ka talagang top model? Gusto mo ba top model o gusto mo talaga head-to-head challenge?
For the Miss World Philippines, I won the beach resort, but I don't think there's a beach resort in the international. I would love to
Mhm.
win the talent because I really love singing, really my passion, and the head-to-head as well because that's really important to me with my advocacy. But of course, I will give my 100% to all the challenges, even if it's something
Mhm.
I'm not really focused on. I know I will give my heart and pour my heart out into it and try my best to win all the challenges.
Alam niyo na kung sa siya hataw ha. Ano daw ang
Sabi naman ni
unique?
Tati, what unique qualities about you that you can offer to Miss World stage?
Unique qualities. I think unique qualities that make me stand out is I grew up very open-minded. I was, exposed to different cultures and going to any country. You can put me in any country and I will adapt to that. Being independent at such a young age, working 4 jobs. I really like challenges, and I really love studying. I love teaching actually more than learning because I want to share what
Hmm,
already. Yeah. For me, actually, teaching is a way of learning yourself, learning what you're good at.
exactly. Mhm.
So I think those are
Galing.
unique aspects for me.
Of course. At eto gusto ko 'to.
And sabi naman ni Hera G, Miss Gwendolyn, what kind of characteristic as a Miss World Queen should have?
It's to be exceptionally empowered, and not just as a Filipina, but as a human being, and really accepting who you are, using that voice to make a positive impact in people's lives, and continuing what you're passionate about. Being a Miss World Queen is not just looking good on pictures, those photo shoots. It's so much more than that. And I know even after winning the Miss World crown, that's when the hard work comes in because you'll be traveling the world, you'll be helping each country, each of its individuals, and really putting yourself out there. And growing up in France, in England, and in Philippines, that's my passion, and I love traveling as well.
Nakakaloka 'tong mga si Lauren kasi nag-open siya ng question na ang dami tuloy nag-question. Pero eto gusto ko 'to, at yung ano 'to, makukumpara mo sila.
And sabi dito ni Alger again, can you ask Miss Gwen why Philippines she choose to join a pageant? Why not France or England?
That's a very good question, actually. I've never been asked that.
Mhm.
Even in France or England, I never thought about pageantry because that's not something that was around me. We never talked about pageantry. It's not a big thing in France or England. But when I moved to the Philippines at 18, that's when I was really exposed to pageantry and the passion that Filipinos have for it. It brings them together. There's even communities on Facebook, on Instagram, all about pageantry. And I think I'm really proud to be a Filipina, and I'm really proud to be Miss World Philippines.
Exactly.
Yes, so it's not just about being half French, being half
Mhm.
any ethnicity. It's really about being proud of who you are and being proud of having the heart of a Filipino.
Saka may dugong Pilipina
Bongga
ka na,
sumagot.
doon ka na sa Pilipinas. Iba pa rin ang Pilipinas, 'di ba?
Yes.
Oh, mas
Saka
bongga sumagot natin, Gwen.
yes, bongga talaga 'yan. Kaya nga siya Miss World eh.
Sabi ni Hera, what is your opinion about cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying is a huge, huge issue that can be controversial online, and that is actually happening mostly in pageantry. Actually, yes, cyberbullying. So, especially within different standards, we have hate and negativity online, and the best thing we can do about it is just to ignore them. Because if you ignore them, they will not, try and continue. Because if you let those haters or that negativity affect you, that just shows that they're winning. So, as I think Miss Universe have that hashtag, right, kindness campaign, just reply with that. Just be kind.
Mhm.
Kill them with kindness. So that's the best
Oo.
thing you can do. Just be kind with them, and that will make them more angry. But at least you're not stooping at their level. You are, being yourself. You're just ignoring the hate.
May nagtatanong dito, hulaan ko yung sagot. Blue.
Philippines, what is your favorite color?
Of course, blue. Before it used
Ah,
to be. So my coronation gown was supposed to be red or blue, but I went with blue.
talaga?
Yes, it was
Blue
either red
talaga.
or blue.
Parang lucky color.
Blue
Ang
is my lucky.
bongga ng ano mo ha, ang bongga ng blue gown mo nung
Yes,
coronation.
oo.
Actually, lahat Mama Sam and Lauren, it was blue swimsuit, blue opening dress, but it wasn't
Yes.
parang it's because of my number. I was odd number, so I was blue for everything, which I didn't
Saka ano
realize.
talaga, lucky color siya sa'yo na.
Lucky color,
So
yeah.
last year ba, ano bang color na sinuot mo?
Pink, baby
Pink,
pink was
di ba? Pink, baby pink.
baby pink.
Huwag ka na baby pink sa
Let's
miso.
not sure yet, but of course it will be a light.
Yes.
Ito, last na lang, Gwen.
Sabi naman ni Itachi, what is your take on in diversity there is unity?
I agree with that in diversity because diversity brings us together. Our differences brings us together. No matter your age, no matter your background. In the Philippines, I never see discrimination against any race, and that's why I love the Filipinos because they're so united. Of course, there's always going to be negative people, but as long as we embrace our differences, that brings us together as a community. We can show our future generations that it's okay to be different and that it's okay to embrace those differences.
Yun. So, napakagaling.
Corona na. Sa'yo na yung corona.
Thank you, Lauren.
Ayun. Pagod pa yan si Gwen, ha? So, yun. So, huwag na natin pagulin si Gwen kasi alam naman natin na galing din siya sa training at talagang alam naman natin na ang dami niya rin ginagawa. At napakaswerte ko na paunlakan niya ako. At sana, Gwen, magbalik ka uli dito. At sa pagbabalik mo, suot-suot mo na ang blue bra.
Corona.
Yes, please. Next time on your interview, I will be wearing the crown. And after that, I will be wearing the Miss World crown. So I think you'll be the first to interview me after that. I'll make that my goal.
Talaga?
Oh.
Yes.
Uy, lahat na nag-guest dito na nanalo. Kala mo ba?
Ay, okay. So you're the lucky charm. You're
Lahat
the
sila
lucky
nag-title.
So
Totoo. Sila Alex, sila Faith Garcia, mga nagpuntahan yan dito. Kala mo ba? May swerte ako na.
Wow. So I'm very lucky and grateful to be here then.
Si Faith din, ganyan din yung sinabi niya. Tapos candidate siya, tapos nag-title, tapos nag-title sa international. Nag-guest siya dito. Ikaw, candidates ka rin dati, tapos ngayon title ka na on next time international.
I'm praying for that. Let's see.
Balik ka dito na ka.
Yes, Mama Sam, of course.
Saka sana bago ka umalis.
Actually, it's a long time because it might be next year, but I'll be ready any day, just in case it will be in December or even before that.
At tingin mo, mga December, January to?
I think they want probably the Miss World right now to have 1 year reign. Diba she was crowned in March, so I think maybe March could be, the most likely time.
But laban lang na. Mag-census ako dito sa Thailand para sa'yo.
Thank you, Mama Sam. And I'll visit you in Thailand. I'll pass by there.
Okay, pag pumunta ka dito, sabihin mo sa akin.
Yeah, I'd love to go there. I'd love to try the food as well.
Ay, maganda dito. Magusto ka. Saka bisita ka dito bago mag-Miss World para punta sa temple.
Okay, we can pray there.
But God knows what do you want, and then i-guide ka ni God. Siya lang nakakaalam kung ano magiging journey mo dito. Pero tulad nga ng sinabi ko na pagandahin mo lang yung istorya mo. I mean, mas maganda ma-enjoy mo siya yung every single day na nandoon ka sa competition. Kasi part to ng istorya mo. At yung kwentong to, may kukwento mo yan sa magiging anak mo in the future, sa magiging apo mo in the future, para pag nagkwento ka sa kanila, ang ganda-ganda ng kwento.
Yes, and trust him yung nasa taas. Tapos, andito lang kami mga fans mo na susuportahan ka.
Thank you, Lauren. I know it's my first time speaking to you in this interview, so I'm really glad to have met you. And thank you for being an amazing host to me. And thank you for being so kind.
Ayan. Kasi ito na yung kwento mo dito sa Miss World Philippines, magandang kwento mo na dito yung hindi ka sumuko. Na-failed
Oo.
ka nung
Siya
una,
nag-give
pero
up.
tinry mo uli yung best mo. Hindi ka natakot bumalik. Ayun yung maganda sa'yo. Tinry mo siya uli. Hindi ka na naghintay ng matagal na panahon. Wala namang mawawala kung itatry mo uli. Ayun yung kwento.
And
And
it
then,
wasn't
ayan,
any pageant, it's Miss World talaga I chose again.
at nanalo ka. At you can give the inspiration doon sa mga taong na-failed sila tapos parang kung gusto nila bumalik, huwag silang matakot mag-try kasi kung ikaw nga, hindi mo rin naman inaasahan din talaga. Basta nagbalik ka lang at wala ka naman ina-expect masyado at tignan mo naman ang bongga, di ba? So yon. So it's your time. And then I think it's your time to get shine to the Miss World
Thank
2022.
you, Mama Sam. Thank you so much.
Ngayon, like a diamond star na. Kaya mo yan. So
Thank you,
yun,
Mama.
God bless you and more power. And then, ingatan mo ang sarili mo. Siyempre, yung health is first. Lagi kang magpapahinga. Parang fresh overload lagi. And then, of course, Miss World, makakaasa ka na susupport kami sa'yo. At buong Pilipinas, for sure, manonood sa'yo.
Thank you, Mama Sam. Thank you, Laura. It's such an honor to be interviewed by you two. And I hope to see you again and be interviewed again by you guys, even before my competition abroad.
Of course. Thank you so much. God bless. So yun guys, maraming salamat sa tumutok dito. Sana patuloy natin suportahan ang journey ni Gwen dito sa Miss
Gwen.
World
Ayan.
2022. We are excited to see kung anong mangyayari kay Gwen dito sa Miss World. But kahit anong mangyari, ipagpatuloy lang natin ang pagmamahal natin kay Gwen. Dahil siya ang ilalaban natin sa Miss World
Miss World
2022. Mabuhay ka,
2022.
Gwen. Maraming salamat guys sa inyong lahat at sana na-inspired kayo sa kwento na meron si Gwen sa kanyang journey dito sa Miss World Philippines and Miss World 2022. Nag-iisang Miss World Philippines, Gwendolyn Fourniol. Maraming salamat sa iyo na.
Thank you po. Maraming salamat. See you soon. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye! Matagal nga lang yun na.